What is your favorite childhood memory? Another favorite childhood memory is also from that house in the hollow with Nana and Poppy. And they got this sand stuff. So like we had an aquarium filled up with water, and then it was this like sand that you poured into the water, and it made these like towers. I don't know why that's such a good memory for me, but it's one of my happiest memories. It's weird the things that we remember and how they leave an impression on us, but that was just pure joy, making those little colorful towers out of sand in the water. What is one of your favorite inspirational quotes? Fake it till you make it. We'll go with that one. Would you want to travel to space as a civilian? No, I'm comfortable being on the ground. I don't like to do anything where I think I could die. And I think going to space feels too risky to me. Mary Caitlin wants me to go skydiving with her, and that feels too risky to me. I'm sure it'd be fun, but I just don't want to risk my life. Do you think flying cars are a good idea? That would be the coolest thing ever. I don't... that would be cool to see that in my lifetime. Do I think it's a good idea? I don't know if people being in charge of driving them is a good idea, but I don't know. It'd be cool to see flying cars in my lifetime. It would be nice to let plants grow and not have to have, everything paved over for cars to drive on. This is fun, Devin. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Kindness Matters. And thanks for all the nice comments you always leave. Sherry Ball says, would love a Q&A. What is your age range? I'm 30. Is that what you mean? I just turned 30 in November. Have you always been interested in fashion? Yes. My Nana and my Aunt Jane dressed me in baby Dior when I was little, so I'm gonna blame it on them. But yes, I've always been interested in fashion. My mom said she knew I was gay since I was 3. How did you and your husband meet? And I always loved Barbies and dressing them up and playing ballerina. How did you and your husband meet? Grindr, which is like the gay Tinder. But I think it's more like a hookup app, but I don't know if they have like a gay dating app that's just for relationships. But yeah, me and Kevin met on Grindr. And we fell head over heels for each other really quickly. Do you feel your relationship is a case of opposites attract? Yes. Yes, I would say so. We're very different people. But I think we're very complementary towards each other. And we both have a lot of issues that we have to work on, which we've discovered. I'm getting hot. Yes, we're definitely a case of opposites attract. How do the two of you... Oh, Kevin's 37, if that's what you meant by age range. But I've always dated older men. Kevin's the smallest age gap relationship I've ever been in. How do the two of you settle your, I'm sure, rare but occasional disagreements? See, our disagreements are always over very petty stuff. And he's been very good lately about not choosing anger, but I still have a tendency to go straight to anger, so I'm trying to get better about that. But we just talk through it. He always forces me to talk through it. I always shut down when I'm upset, but Kevin always forces me to talk to him and work it out. So he's a really great partner in that aspect. In many aspects, he's a great partner. And our problems are trivial, and I haven't told you guys yet, but we're trying to work through it, and I'm gonna try to stop saying that we're breaking up, because we never do. But it always feels like the end of the world every time we get in an argument, but hopefully we've got that. We've been doing a lot better as far as our relationship goes. Do you both share a love for the outdoors? I think so. Yeah, I think we both like the outdoors in short bursts. Because I think I've gotten him used to being pampered a little bit. I'm a glamping kind of person, you know. I like the outdoors, but I like to take a actual mattress with me and stick it in the tent, so I'm that kind of person. But I love to be near any body of water, but I also have a very short attention span, so I get bored very quickly. And he's the same way, so I think we're good in that aspect. We both love swimming. He'll go swimming with me in the summertime, which I really appreciate. Do you see your pets as children? Absolutely. Juice is absolutely my child, and she's the daughter of my first child, Portia. Absolutely, they're children. And I also see animals as being equal to humans. I don't believe that humans are above any other living creature. Thanks for all the questions, Sherry. Marie
says, "You've probably already said, but I'm always curious what people's jobs are outside of YouTube." And then
Marjorie Burcham says,
"This, and what was your first job?"
So I'm a private duty nurse, and my first job might have been at a Domino's Pizza, and I only worked there for like a week because all of my clothes at home started smelling like pizza, and I didn't want to deal with that. One of my first jobs was also at Crystal's, and it was the same thing. I quit working there because all my clothes at home smelled like onion. The clothes that had not come to work with me started smelling like onion, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to be an onion person. My friend Maria Louise Loves Luxuries, who I'm doing a collab with soon, says, "Hi Devin, okay, yay, I would love to watch a Q&A. Where would you love to travel?" So aside from Hawaii, London, Paris, because Nana wants to go to London and Paris, and Tokyo with Monica, aside from there, I would like to go to Washington to see my friend Olivia. If you ever see this, I love you, Olivia. And I hear Washington is really beautiful. What is your favorite design house and why? So aside from Gucci and Versace, Gucci for quality, Versace for style and fun, Louis Vuitton because it's the first fashion house that I ever fell in love with. It's the first luxury store my Nana ever took me into, and it's the first time I got like the sticker shock when I saw the price tag on something. But I thought at the time that those were the most beautiful handbag silhouettes that I'd ever seen were Louis Vuitton. So that's my third favorite brand, I would say, even though I'm disappointed with the quality of the canvas now and then the price point. If your channel got big enough, would you do YouTube full-time? No, because I love my job. But I love doing YouTube as just a hobby on the side, and I'm not worried about making money from YouTube. And I don't think it's something you can rely on anyway, because it can be taken away from you at any time. I don't think YouTube is guaranteed income. It would be cool to make money from it, but I don't see that happening. I mean, I don't see myself ever making a significant amount of money from YouTube because I don't want to do sponsorships. I don't want to advertise for people. So yeah, I don't see myself ever making a significant amount of money from it, but it would be cool if it could like fund my handbag addiction. It would be cool if I ever made enough money from YouTube to buy a bag. But YouTube costs a lot of money, so I don't expect to make money off of it because I spend a lot of money on it. Sweet or salty snacks? You have to have both, right? But sweet, if I have to choose one, I have the worst sweet tooth in the world. I'm always looking for something sweet to eat. I like Autumn's question on what led you to be vegetarian. Seeing animals on conveyor belts is all the encouragement that I need. If you've ever seen the conveyor belts with chickens on them, where there's constantly a person sticking a new chicken on this conveyor belt to go off to, yeah, so that's all the encouragement I need. But then there's been a lot of other things, and I've never been able to watch someone eat meat off the bone. I always found that disturbing. I think I'm too empathetic and I relate too much to the animal, and I feel bad for the animal you're sitting there eating their ribs. I feel terrible about that. I would rather eat a plant, is why. Same thing about the dog's breed. I've been wondering what breed they are, and is there a reason you chose that breed? They're Pomeranians, and my friend Donna gave me Portia when I was in high school, and that was my first dog. And then my ex Brad his dog Bambino was also a Pomeranian, and he got Portia pregnant, and that's how I got Juice. Juice was Portia's only child, so I just got very lucky. And then Dinah is Juice's auntie. That was Portia's sister. And Donna gave her to my sister, and my sister gave her to Nana. And Nana used to not like dogs, but she loves Dinah and Juice now. She doesn't like for me to have them for many days at a time. She misses them too much. What's the next luxury item or bag you would love to add to your collection? The La Medusa bag comes straight to mind because I can't afford anything that I want from Chanel. I can't afford the La Medusa bag either. I want the sparkly Prada because I love that bag so much. What is your favorite mantra or quote? Immediately, the first thing that comes to mind is Chanel saying, "Take one thing off," but I've never followed that advice. I always leave everything on. And then I'm remembering Karl Lagerfeld saying something bad about sweatpants, but I don't like that quote because I do like sweatpants. If life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's the only thing I can think of. What are your hobbies other than YouTube? Shopping. I have to try not to shop. I play Mario Kart on my phone to avoid shopping all the time. Have you ever come to Canada? No, but I'm going to be close. I'm going up to New York City and Maine for Monica's bachelorette party in April. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. But I would love to come visit you sometime. What got you interested in collecting antiques? I share that love, so I'm very curious to know. I like things to look alive, and I like things to look like someone took time and effort. Someone put time and effort into making them. I hate modern furniture because it doesn't, to me, ever look like someone put time or effort into making it. This couch is from the 1700s, and I'm not at my house, I'm at my friend Brian and Don's, but this couch belonged to a soap heiress, and it's over 300 years old. And look how gorgeous it is, and it's pink. What is this, velvet? Is that what this is called? I think it's pink velvet. How cool is that someone 300 years ago had the same taste as me? And like, again, this is not my house, but love the taste. Great big hugs, friend. Love you. Thank you so much. Kathy Dobson says, what led to you becoming a vegetarian?
So I've already answered that one. Have you always
Always loved fashion. Already answered that one. What first attracted you to Kevin? I mean, he's handsome as hell and has a great laugh, etc. But what was it that drew you to him? Because he's on the rescue squad, so and he's about to start getting paid, but it's been volunteer work up until now, so I think it's amazing that he spends so much of his time, volunteers so much of his time to help other people. I found that really endearing right from the beginning. Did you pick your fur baby's breed specifically? We answered that one. And if you could live anywhere in the world. If I could live anywhere, like if I could just pick my job up and take it with me, and I could pick my family up and take them with me, then I want to go to Los Angeles, but none of my family wants to go there. But it makes my heart hurt to think about LA because I feel like that's where I'm supposed to be. If I was a rich person, I would love to have a house in West Hollywood. Thank you so much, Kathy, for your questions. Sorry I had already answered most of them, but I really appreciate it. In Search of Divine says, hi, Devin, what's your favorite movie? Believe it or not, I think that always says a lot about who a person is. Love your channel. Happy 2022.
Studio Ghibli? It's going to be Studio Ghibli. Spirited Away, Ponyo, or Howl's Moving Castle?
I think it has to be Spirited Away. I'm so jealous of Jess's Spirited Away puzzle bag. I love Connor's puzzle bag too, but Jess's blue one it has the mouse, it has the baby that got turned into the mouse and then the little fly carrying him. Cutest bag ever, oh my gosh. And it's combining luxury and Studio Ghibli, which are two of my favorite things in the world. So that wasn't the question, but yeah. I guess Spirited Away is my favorite movie. I kind of want to say a jump scare movie also, but but I don't even know which one, but I love jump scare movies. That's fun to me, as long as it's not too gory. And I do watch gory things sometimes, like American Horror Story, but I always cover my eyes at the gory parts because I can't handle it. But I like kind of macabre stuff. I don't like romantic comedies. I like comedies. If it's heavy on the comedy and less on the romance, I'm fine with it. Once people start like making out with each other all the time, I'm out. I don't like romantic stuff. I don't like sappy stuff. Which you would think I would like sappy stuff, but I don't at all. Thank you. In Search of Divine. My friend Yoda says, "Hi Devin, when did you first realize you loved fashion?" Well, I didn't start getting dressed until freshman year of high school. My friend Jillian, just because my parents had me wearing boy clothes to protect me. So freshman year of high school, I started wearing like skinny jeans, and that's when I started enjoying getting dressed and started developing my own sense of style. What are you looking for? And then Louis Vuitton. When Nana took me to that Louis Vuitton store when I was little, I fell in love with all the handbags.
I know you love to draw, and it is obvious you are an artistic soul. Do you ever plan to dive deeper into your art? Do you keep an art journal? So,
yeah, I probably need to start doodling again, but I don't know. Probably not. I don't have any plans on starting to draw again. I need to start working on making handbags, because that's something I've always wanted to do. I don't know why I haven't started doing it yet. What is the best thing about being a YouTuber? All of the friends that I've cultivated from here. Because I've made a lot of real life friends from YouTube, so that's really cool.
And then the last question we have
is Dawn Loves Couture. Okay, so the questions I see in there that I haven't answered. Favorite TV show and movies, American Horror Story. Favorite TV anthology series, is that what it's called? SpongeBob. Totally Spies. Powerpuff Girls. I mostly just watch YouTube now. Style icons. I was always an Audrey Hepburn girl. But, well, that's not really my style icon, is it? Pixie locks? That's probably my style icon. Sure, her style's very different than mine, but I love it. She's definitely inspirational. I can't think of that girl. She doesn't make YouTube videos anymore, but she has the most amazing style. And she has a lot of piercings and tattoos. And her style is very like Melanie Martinez, but like meets Harajuku. It's very over the top. And I can't think of her name. She stopped making videos, and I wish she would start making them again. I love people with really over the top senses of style and fashion. And I wish I was more over the top. So I have a lot of respect for people who can take it even further than that and just be really outlandish. I really appreciate that. Favorite story as a child? My Nana read me, what is it, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which I thought was a really scary story, and I'm disappointed that they've never made a scary movie about it. And I thought when Tim Burton was redoing it, like, oh, it's Tim Burton, they're gonna finally make a scary version. No. But I did like it. I love Johnny Depp. But yeah, I wish they would make a scary Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka, whatever it was called. I think it was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is the name of the book. But I remember the book being scary as a child, and they've still not done a scary movie about it. Maybe that was just my perception of it. Number one dream luxury item. The sparkly Prada. I wish I could have the real one. I have a really good knockoff, which I only paid like $60 for, but I would love to have the real one. But the real one's $2,000, and it's a plastic handbag essentially, so I don't know if I can justify that. But I really want one, and I'm really jealous of all my friends who have it. It's so pretty. In music I always listen to really upbeat dance music, sometimes with depressing lyrics, but usually the tempo is really upbeat. like pump you up, dance party kind of music. And I'm sorry I can't describe it better than that. But when I was growing up, it was just called like electropop or electronic house. I'm sorry, I'm getting rambly. Okay, that was the last question. Thank you guys so much for all of the questions. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me that so many of you actually were even able to think of something to ask me, because I'm pretty boring, I feel like. So I really appreciate you guys sticking around and subscribing to my channel, and I appreciate you guys all so much. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out all the things I've linked down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. I hope you guys have the best day, the best weekend, the best night, depending on what time it is where you are. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.